Hi, everybody, Season 1 2. Welcome to the last part of Model Point, the movie. This is part of the Model Point discussion, so we're going to talk about the last part. So, before they leave Mr. Moonsick, they ask what they can do about the rainbow, because obviously the rainbow's light is gone. So, he tells them about the flooded ponies who live in Flood Valley. However, they have to pause them that they will not say anything about how they knew. And so they go and take Paradise Estate. Meanwhile, Drago and Rika are both getting the flume for the smooth. And there's this big plant they have to get it from. And it is a bit of pain, apparently. So they finally get it. And so anyway, Megan and the others go back and take in Big Paradise Estate. Anyway, Megan, but Drago also take the Flume Arcadia and she gives it to Smooth. And it becomes being a better. And meanwhile, and so Megan and the others go to find um the flood place. While this is happening, Spike and Lickety Split run into these things called the Grundles, who who one of them is voiced by Danny DeVito. Yeah, so and he's saying Grundle's good, and they tell her why, where they came from, Grundleland. There is a running gag throughout the movie, and done on screen when he says Wonderland. You go, oh, Wonderland, we miss it. Sorry, Grundles. Anyway, so Spike's tail gets smooth, and then also Lydia finds out that they're going to see the Florida police. So she tells Rika and Drago to go get Og. Who's Og? I'll let you know in 2 minutes. Anyway, the movie then returned to Ray Lickety Split and a gang who come on ground near a well. And Ray Lickety Split is feeling Worsby. I made a mess of everything. And we hear a bee from the well. And Spike is like, well, maybe it's a whistling well. Maybe you can whisk the spoons out. And again, I'm going to say this right now. I don't hate Ray Lickety Split. I just think she's more of a brat sometimes. So she starts seeing what good will Wussy do? It's again not one of the worst songs, but at the end of the song, and by the way, every time she says something, you can kind of hear the voice get a little agitated with her. And at the end of the song, they pull up the bucket and they introduce to Morning Glory, the Florida pony. And the reason why she's in the well is because she fell in and her wings got wet. Obviously, as we know, it's just like and it's like a fly. They get the wings get wet, or a bird. The wings get wet, they can't fly anymore. So they decided to help them out because obviously she decides to help them out. Because obviously they just saved her. We did go back to Mika and Drac. Also, Mika and Draco are looking for Og, and Og decides that they talk to Og, and he starts throwing things at him, and and they finally give him food, and he decides to help him out. So we did turn to Megan and friends who have come to this hill, these two hills, and they are, and they see a big hairy plant. Well, obviously, a big hairy plant is on the map, and apparently it's Og, and Og is this big spider. They can't get past him. But Molly has an idea. She heard spiders are ticklish. Now I'm probably going to quote. I'm going to go ahead and quote someone I've watched to review this episode. I used to be friends with them on Battleplay Lexicon. No, they are not ticklish. When they see you go, because they know they're going to squish you. You're going to squish them. And so they go up, those little weeds, that little things on them. They start tickling them. And it works. And it also makes the head fall apart. They go across the ravine and he follows them. They outsmart him and they come upon the flooded valley. And the flood ponies are like, little small creatures, smaller than the ponies, obviously. And they tell them they're not going to hurt them. And most times, the queen of flood ponies comes out and they ask her if they can help her. Obviously, she doesn't want to help them because it's their fight. But Boy Glory comes up and tells them that she they should help them out. Meanwhile, back in Dream Valley, I am Spike and Mickey's been with them too, by the way. Back in Dream Valley, they decide that just get on top of the roof and all of them lost, and then I think it's Buttons. She tells him to close their eyes and think of a sky filled with blood place. And then they hear the noise, and Hydia is like, and so they decide that and they start placing back Smooth. Smooth tries to fight back, and it loses. And she told, and they tell her, well, so at the end, so it drops them into the volcano gloom along with Smooth. Of course, Rainbow Light is back, and the Grundles, since they helped out, now have hope. And the movie ends with them telling them they can stay in Dream Valley and stay in there and stay at Dream Castle since they have Paradise State. Oh, and Gusty, Bush Boys, and Sweet Duck have been exposed. The song, and then the movie ends with the song, with the theme song yet again. All right, that is it for my review on the One Boy in the movie. Next time, it's going to be a 10-part episode, and we're going to do it 2 episodes at a time. That it is the end of Flutter Valley. Anyway, and oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys that, well, I'm also going to do the Tales uh, episodes. I'll see you guys next video. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'll see you guys next time.